Let's go now. Ready, ready? Come on, hit! Ready, ready? Ready! Here we go, here we go! Go! On the ready! Let go! Ready up! Set up! Let's go! Ready! Ready! Hot it! Let go! Go!
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. On second down, Hooker.
Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The Lions at 9-3 here on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to find Jameson Williams.
And that takes us from second to third down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
On first down, Thomas.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into it?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
Now Thomas. It's caught by Mike Evans. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Thomas. Touchdown! A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Thomas will look to throw. He's got his line back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to... There he goes, left side! And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Hooker on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Williams, the man in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hooker to the air yet again. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Hooker. And he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll sneak it, Hooker, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Thomas. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Shot before break. Thomas throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for Minnesota. 69 yards. To throw. Thomas. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second down and 4. The give right side for Gibbs.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Are you kidding me?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And some room to maneuver. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And now they'll shift things around.
Here's Thomas off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Thomas to throw on third down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing. Hooker. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. They've allowed them to disrupt the play.
Thomas now on 3rd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Thomas. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Thomas.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
To throw is Thomas. Throwing on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
27 yards of big play there on 4th.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. It looks like they'll move things around here.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and well-supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Thomas.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's another kneel down as they'll try to set up the game winner. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy.